welcome, everybody's here. We do have a guest, Hilton Bobasky. He is a potential member. He's on Zoom, so we're actually taping this for Zoom. I wanted to also wish your club a happy 40th anniversary with everything. And we're your younger sibling. We are celebrating our 30th next month. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna introduce my club, Kristen.
Hello. I'm Kristen Dearborn. I'm the current president of South Burlington Rotary. And what I was gonna share is that it is our 40th anniversary this month. And we have met with the South Burlington City Council, and they have decided that October 28th, our birthday, is South Burlington Rotary Day. Oh. That's my big announcement. Back to you. Happy club anniversary to you folks. 30 is a big milestone as well.
Yes, thanks. So we're gonna start first with an inspiration. And Dave Erickson, if you could pin him, Deb.
Yep.
Dave is actually one of our founding members.
I'm here. Can you hear me? I apologize for not making it in. My routine in the morning is to get up and take care of my dogs. And living way up here in Isle of Lamont, I'd have to get up at about 4 or 4:30 in order to make it into the meeting. So I apologize for speaking to you from our remote location. What I have today is just something that I found online, and it's 10 ways to find inspiration in everyday life by a woman by the name of Simone Nego. And I'm not going to read every one of them in detail. I'll read the first one and the explanation for it, but then I'll just go on and read the rest of the remaining 9. Practice gratitude. These are 10 ways of finding inspiration in our everyday life. Practice gratitude. One of the simplest and yet most effective ways to find inspiration is to practice gratitude. Instead of focusing on what you don't have or on what's going wrong in your life, take a few moments each and every day to reflect on what you're grateful for, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant it may seem. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a friend, or the beauty of a simple flower. By focusing on the good in our lives, we shift our perspective and begin to see the world in a more positive light. This, in turn, can inspire us to take action and be good and make a positive difference in the world around us. Well, the remaining 9 are, and I can, anybody that's interested in the link to this, please let me know and I can send it to you. But the remaining 9 are: connect with nature, look for beauty in the ordinary, learn another person's story, cultivate curiosity, embrace imperfection, be present, observe the world around you, surround yourself with inspiring people, which we do every week at Rotary. Live with purpose. Inspiration is everywhere. Then I just wanted to finally say I am very grateful for 3 things in my life, and one is that I've been married to the same wonderful person for 51 years, and secondly, I've had my second longest lasting relationship in my life is with my tennis partner, who I've been partners with for 31 years, despite the fact that he's a Yankees fan. And finally, I'm grateful for the 30 years that I've been a member of the Williston Rotary Club. The Rotary Club has inspired me in so many ways, all the great programs that we have. But in addition, it's inspired me to do a lot of other things that are really outside of Rotary on a volunteer basis. So I want to thank the club, and welcome South Burlington.
Thanks, Dave. That was great. So usually we have a speaker chair. Today we're gonna have a speaker chair for the day. So I'm gonna bring up somebody who's already spoke to our club, Dr. Fiona A. Tahire. And she'll introduce our speaker.
Oh.
Yes, yes, great to be back. My name is Fiona Tyre. I'm the assistant governor. What I do is to make sure that I bring a red carpet for the governor when he comes here. Because I forgot it. So I want to introduce the governor, Governor Luke, welcome. This is South Wellington and Williston-Richmond. They are an excited together, being here brings life. I like life and I love joy. I want to introduce Dr. Luke, who was born in Quebec. He graduated from the Canadian Memorial Chiropractic College in Toronto in 1988 as the Doctor of Chiropractic. For 37 years, he has practiced as a dedicated family body worker, primarily in Sherbrooke, Quebec. He has been a committed Rotarian since 2002. He served as president of the Rotary Club of Sherbrooke during the 2019-2020 year and has been recognized as, wait for it, Rotarian of the Year for 3 consecutive years, 2021, 2022, and 2023. He has led the Rotary Wine and Cheese School Bag Project since 2018 and has been an active member of the Book Fair Committee since 2000. His Rotary journey has taken him to clubs in France, Italy, Spain, Norway, Turkey, and the list goes on, as well as to Rotary International Conventions in Hamburg and Calgary, 2025. Beyond his professional and volunteer work, he is passionate about photography, music, books, cooking, and the art of wine and food pairing. Welcome, Luke.
Well, thank you. I'm very, that work? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Very happy to be here. Have to keep track of time for me, since I'm French and tend to talk a lot, so that's, I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to celebrate with you youngsters because I was president of my club in 2019 because we turned 100 in 2019. So and there's quite a few clubs in our district that are 100 years old, so more and more. So, but Sherbrooke is actually the oldest club in the district, right? So it was 1919 that it was founded. So yes, we were very happy with big bash for the centennial anniversary. If you do come to Sherbrooke, which I hope you will, if you walk around, there's a lake, Lac des Nations, that is a beautiful sculpture in honor of the centennial of our club. So it's, please come down and check it out. So yeah, I like the atmosphere. It almost feels more like a celebration than me having to do a little spiel. So I'll try not to go too much sidetrack. And I'm glad to be here for your anniversary. Do we say anniversary? Yes, nice to meet you. Okay. I missed the memo for the Hawaiian church. No, I read it a little late. I was on the road already, so I brought my bow tie. So if you don't remember anything else that from my presence, oh yeah, he's the guy with the bow tie. That's my trademark. Trademark in. I'm a little tired. I've done a few clubs. I've been in the States for a few days, so I'm a little. My English might be a little rusty, so please forgive. So we had last year, we had the District Governor Kelly. You probably remember her. She jumped a lot and so she was there and reminded us to have fun in our meeting, which doesn't seem to be a problem around here, from what I gather and what the exchange I had with you guys already. What I'd like to bring as my motto for the year is, I'm not as good looking or jumpy as Kelly was, so just bear with me. So my motto is more of to remind us all the joy, pride, and the sense of belonging that it is to be a Rotarian. when Rotary is opening up, it's trying to adapt and be flexible in our days and time. You don't wanna, I'm not sure you say it in English, you don't wanna throw the baby with the bathwater or something, thing of that nature. So just, we kind of forget our the pride of being Rotarian. And you get that because you do good in your community, and I don't know if you like the Sherbrooke Club, but we are a little discreet. People, no, we've been around for 100 years, but they don't know what Rotary does and who are the Rotarians, so we're a little discreet. We like to have an impact in our community, but we don't, always pat ourselves in the back, which sometimes maybe we should, but so the whole idea of being a pride of being Rotarian comes because I was saying to Mike, I was saying to Mike, earlier this morning, that the club experience is the gateway to the world of Rotary. And then just keep that in mind because it's, I know we do a lot of good in our community, but, we're powerful together because we are part of this international organization and we do good in the world, not just in our community, which is essential, don't get me wrong. But the sense of belonging to the organization, I think comes a lot from the participation in the various activities that are taking place. The joy, well, you have fun, you know what it is, and the pride we just talked about, the sense of belonging comes from the participation we do with the organization. So that's why I like to invite you to participate and interact. And my main message to the assistant governor is that make sure that the district in your area are actually interacting with one another. I'm just gonna grab my glass and keep it. So excuse me. So I see that you don't have a problem to play together, so good children you are. It's fun, but some district, for example, in Sherbrooke, we have 3 clubs. We used to be 4 in Quebec, I mean. And we would do each our little things and our fundraiser and our activities. But now since I've been on the district governor track, I've been making sure that the 2 Drummondville club participate with each other and come to Sherbrooke and play with us as well. The wine and cheese to the beer festival or to the lobster fest, you say, okay, that's easy to play with that, right? Yeah, with my friends, I'm gonna say, it has to do around food and beverage, but, yeah, so that's one way to expand your experience but the other one is to participate in the district function that we do. Following me is Ariel Monlac. She's very young. I mean, it was supposed to be Amanda from the Shelburne Club. And I was very depressed because I said, I had both your age and I'm still older than you guys. So that's very different. No, but seriously, Ariel's been a recent member, young member, and it's not because she doesn't have nothing to do on her Saturday, then she does 5 meetings around the district. Same for me, so that I have nothing to do, that I have to drive down to all around New Hampshire and Vermont. And so if we do those, we used to call them fall training. I think who talked to me about dogs earlier today? A gentleman on the video talks about having to take care of his dogs. We used to call them fall training. I think we train dogs, so we don't train people. So I'd like to call them fall gathering. And why I'm using the word fall gathering or spring gathering is because it's not just for the new member that needs to learn about the district foundation or from the different things of Rotary International. I call it fall gathering because if you come and play with us, we could use your expertise and your perception of Rotary, perception of the district, and how we can help. And you could share ideas with other clubs as well. So I don't have the date. I think it's in December, 18th of December of that will be taking place around your area. you can check our website, which is district number.
7850.
Yeah, you cheater. But no, yes, 7850. So come and play. We had fun in the spring. It was really fun to share with and poke the brain of our various district chair. I don't know if they liked it, but I did. Poke their brain. So there's a few things that I don't know a lot about except your anniversary, but I'd like to have 2 or 3 person here, maybe 4 because you're a big group, but I'd like to hear when did you become when did you move from being a club member to be a Rotarian? Yeah, I know, it's kind of a French way to bring this up, and I got always this blank look when I ask that question, but there's a moment in your you got 40 or 30 years of experience in your club, so if somebody would like to share that transition that they say, oh, okay, that's what it means to be a Rotarian. Anybody? Go, come. Yes. Chris.
Yes. When I became a member, prior to becoming a member, 2 of the club's senior members sat me down after the meeting and very seriously told me, if you're gonna become a Rotarian, become a Rotarian. So I took that seriously and I knew right away that I was gonna step up to the plate. Within 6 months, I'd been made sergeant at arms and they were desperate, yeah.
I'm sure you remember listening to you very well.
I just call it a Rotary epiphany, and it was just, I had been a Rotarian for a number of years. I'm a retired dentist. Me and several buddies put together some work trips in foreign countries that had Rotarian connections. Rotary facilitated our trips, and when I went and did a work trip, one of the first ones I did was the young man sitting down at the table there, Charlie McGill. And it was just kind of, it was an epiphany that Rotary has this broad world reach and does things that are outside of what we do at our local clubs. What we do at our local clubs is awesome, but it's bigger than that too.
Ladies? I need a lady. I'm gonna, yes.
We need ladies and we need South Burlington.
That's right.
Check them. So I'm Erin Davis. I'm a member of our South Burlington Club. My father, John Davis, who's retired and on vacation right now, is a long-standing member. And so I grew up watching the local work of Rotary. I moved back to Vermont from out of state not too long ago, and joined the club in May, June of this year. And I think for me, I felt like a Rotarian pretty quickly because I had a.
Drank the Kool-Aid.
I was raised from the Kool-Aid. And so I had a pretty deep understanding of what it meant, and internationally as well as locally. But I think a tipping point once I had actually formally joined was getting to do our Green Up Day that John does such a wonderful job of organizing. We brought my partner and our daughter along, and then getting to share with my classification talk, where I felt like folks really got to learn a lot more about me, and I got to choose what I wanted to showcase for the members of our club.
Thank you.
I would say that a transition for me would have been, I've been in the club for quite a while, and a fellow Rotarian in the club invited me to go to a district conference, and it was down at Basin Harbor. And I really knew very little about the district. I had heard things about it, but hadn't really been promoted much to participate. And that really opened my eyes and the whole world of Rotary to me. I went on to be an assistant governor at one point and just have really immersed myself in the Rotary concept.
Wonderful, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sandy.
Thanks, Leslie, and I kind of kicked off right away
I didn't have much of a choice. I was pulled aside. I was signed up to be president, I think, within the first year I joined Rotary. But it was our fundraiser that we did when I first joined the club, which was called Nightmare Vermont. And I watched our club get immersed in a fundraiser that took days. And nobody hesitated. People signed up for parking, people were doing registration, people were selling, all, whatever they needed to do. And I'm like, this is great. And that organization is now a nonprofit organization on their own because of our club. So that was my journey.
So that's, I love to hear those stories, and you should ask us in your club to hear the story, ask you why you joined and why you still a member. Not too sure if Charlie remembers why he joined, but I'm sure he remembers why he stayed.
I remember both of those.
I'm sure you do, Charlie. So there's a few gateways for me here. The fact that we talked about the district conference, get your passport in order. It's happening in Quebec next June, so please join. It's 13th and 14th of June near Magog. It's offered a beautiful area. We have there's beautiful spa facilities and dogs are allowed as well. So in the hotel, so that's a good thing. As I think Rotary have something for dogs. As a dog. So,
Wasn't 2001 in Sherbrooke?
sorry,
Wasn't the 2001 district conference in Sherbrooke?
yes, I think it was that Larry Vars that decided to do it in Sherbrooke. And we had our centennial in 2019 where we did the district conference there as well. And now it's because it's me. Sorry, guys, you have to come up. No, it's usually the district governor but I don't know why Larry decided to do it in Quebec, probably for the 40% exchange rate, I don't know. A bit less faithful to you than it is to me.
It was great.
It was good, it was great, it was in Sherbrooke, but I'm trying to do it in Magog because Magog's across the lake from Newport, Vermont, that's a club, and we'd like to have a club at least a companion club, which brings me to membership. 23 years, every district governor drive me nuts talking to me about membership. Now it's my turn to drive you nuts. No, seriously. The reason I want to talk to you about membership is because there's a constant decline in North America, and I'm sure you all are aware of it. And there's a shift of decision process that's taking place. And we need to grow Rotary in North America more. So it's not new. Our district's a little bit fragile right at this stage right now. Because there's less members, they have to do redistribution of zone. After district, there's a zone, and then there's Rotary International, just for our newbie here. And so that means that some of the district might be dismantled, and we're working very hard with the membership committee not to be one of those. But we are in the, how do you say when they hunt, they have a bullseye, yeah, we have a bit of a bullseye on our back. So we're working very hard with the membership committee, and so if you come to the in November, you can come in Quebec too, or the other that are taking place. One's gonna be in Lebanon this month, and for the gathering, but the easiest one for you will be in December. So membership is important. The difference, okay, so that's the scary part. The win-win part for us to grow our membership is because, I don't know about you, but our club in Sherbrooke, we used to be 45 person pre-COVID, we're now at 26. And we still do the same work because it's important for us and for our community. We still do the same work that we did prior to COVID. So that means by the end of the book fair that's gonna happen this month, where we sell, we have 30,000, 40,000 books to carry and to sell. That means that we're gonna be exhausted, that there's gonna, thankfully, we associate with the bank, we associate with the schools that they help us out, but the wine and cheese, May 2nd for my friend, my fellow wine lovers, and I picked the wine, so we don't drink that wine. Side track. See, I told you I was French and I would go sideways, but no, seriously, there's a win-win in getting new members. for us. We don't burn out as a club. We also, we make sure, let's say, we make sure that we, not dying as a club. Some of our clubs in the district are all, under, what's the, artificial, respirator and. So, they're not dead, we know that, there's a pulse, I checked, there is a pulse, and a good pulse, but nonetheless, they need to grow and make sure that of the continuity. If there's only one thing I could wish for you guys is 40 more years or 30 more years, and we're aiming for another 100 in Sherbrooke, so the membership aspect, the only difference we have a big team right now, of a very dynamic team, at the district for the membership. They have good ideas. The only difference, sorry, the French is like difference. You know, the only difference that I find from the last 23 years where we talked about membership, and there's actually statistic that shows that we will not be growing Rotary by just adding new member to our clubs. The idea is we need to create new clubs. And to create new clubs, there's such flexibility in what it means to create new clubs. It could be, not everybody can meet at 7 o'clock in the morning. So you won't get teachers. Teachers will not come at 7 o'clock in the morning. They are at school. You will not get, so the idea is to offer an option to what it means to be a Rotarian in South Burlington and Willis, that's a hard one for the French guy. Williston? Williston-Richmond, region. So it's just to open the offer. So we don't need 20 members. We need 8 to 10 members to create what we call a companion club. So you used to call it satellite. Everybody heard about satellite club. Nobody liked the name. Satellite club is somewhere in space and we don't see it. We don't need to see it. We know it's there. Thank you very much. No, companion club is, they play with you. Some clubs are afraid of creating new clubs. I said, no, you're missing the picture. It's like just imagine a boat, a huge sailboat, taking the seat and having all those little boats next to it. You are still the mothership. You are still the one that know about Rotary and have been the Rotary faces in your area. So to create a companion club of 8 or 10 person that have, that are mothers that are stay at home and that they want to meet and do something in the world because, or support the single mothers in the area or whatever it is, as long as it's one of the 7 area of focus, they can play with this. So they could meet but virtually. They could. My only hesitation with having them only meet virtually is virtual friendship, and we know that's so blurry. So if they want to be a e-club, let's make sure they meet once a month. They could do two. Anyway, I don't want to get the whole spiel or recipe of companion club. We have a membership chair that's very strong about it. So, but just keep that in mind that you know people that want to do good and they probably participate in some of your fundraiser and things like that, but they could actually become Rotarians. So that's one way, and that's enough spiel on the membership. If you need, we talk a lot about it at the district gathering. So and we have a big team, as I say, that are working on this. But you're still the mothership. If I may also conclude on the membership is there, one, you need to dare to ask, would you like to be part of Rotary? And well, yes, I know you don't get up at 7:15 in the morning, but would you like to be part of Rotary? Because there's a possibility that you could be part of Rotary. Share your big wife briefly, not like the French guy, right? And then listen and invite them to join one of the options. We need to give them options to be. So that's the thing. I think, are you guys participating in youth exchange and things like of that nature in the area? Do you get, you don't? Okay. So we have a very good, we have Ryla, did you send kids around?
Yes.
Wonderful. That's one way to participate in the youth program in our district. And we need to continue to do that because, as you are aware, when they go, they're not the same when they come back and have and there's a powerful impact in their life with the write-up program, the speech contest, which we are revamping a little bit. Let's put it, yes. So the story about the write-up, there's a father that all of a sudden, the Sunday, he dropped his kid on the Friday as he's supposed to, picks his kid at noon, says, and turns to one of the facilitators, says, who's this guy? I think you gave me the wrong kid. Because he said, he didn't say a word, but the hour and a half that I drove him here, and I've been here 10 minutes and he can't stop talking. So that's not my kid. No, so that was a fun aspect to it. But yes, every time we send a kid to write, we have an impact, a powerful impact in their life. Wow. So it is a great program. We need to keep growing it. So there, once again, we have a very powerful youth chair with Suzanne Cherry, past district governor Suzanne, and she asked me to remind you guys that there's a short-term exchange and there's long-term exchange. So just check it out or talk to me about it. The short-term is a family decide that they send a kid away, but they also accept to take the kid for 3 weeks to a month or something of that nature. So there's different ways to participate in that. Let me see. That. All right, membership we did. Now, fondation. Do you guys have a fondation? Maybe there's some club that have a fondation. You have a
Foundation.
Foundation is the word. You do, okay. So just remember that it's good that you have a fondation because it can help your area. But it's also good to know that your foundation can play with Rotary Foundation as well. So there's a way of amplifying your impact in your community. I'm a strong advocate for every Rotarian every year because it's $27 a year. It's the minimum that you can give once a year and you become every Rotarian every year. And that has a big impact on what we can do after from a district perspective. Because let's say that the last year or so, we gave I think it was around $140,000 to the Fondation. Out of this, 50 individuals gave $1,000 each. So that left about 1,000 of us that gave the $90,000 to the Fondation. So I think we can do better. And if we do better, just remember that the Rotary, the money you give to the Rotary Foundation is supporting Rotarian. Only Rotarian can apply for it. And the Rotarian are spending that money. And there's the chunk of money that's coming back. If we were all to give $27, the kind of money that would coming back would probably easily double what we receive at the district to support you in your various programs. So that's one thing. And if it gets too complicated to figure out what percentage and this and that with the Fondation, you could just give to End Polio Plus, which is the primary humanitarian, Jesus, that's how, humanitarian cause of Rotary, the fight against polio. And the fun part is, if you give $1, the End Polio receives 3, because our big friend, Big Bill, is giving 2 for each $1 we give Bill Gates. So the Bill Gates Foundation will match your dollar with $2. So that's a big support. So we need that. Okay, some dates. November 2nd, we have in Montpellier, we have a foundation. I like Fondation.
Sounds better. It's pretty, it's much prettier in print.
That's quite good. La Fondation, we have a Fondation, the branch for La Fondation. It's November 2nd in Montpellier. It's from 11 to 2. There's 2 good speakers, which I don't remember. And I know one is a big time. I think he's a hockey player from Vermont or something. He has a French name, but I can't remember. So anyway, there's 2 interesting speakers, and it's not very expensive. I believe it's $50-some or something. But and you'll hear find out about the Fondation. But that's one day. The other one is in December, and as I mentioned before, June 13 and 14 is the district conference. The theme will be peace. I talked with Mike about the great initiative that got started very quickly in our district, when Russia invaded Ukraine. There was a lot of terrible thing happening to the children from Ukraine that were being shipped to Russia, or put their kids on train and just send them to Poland. So there's a group of Rotarian in New Hampshire called Common Men for Ukraine. If you've never heard about it, check it out. They raised over $5 million. They did 13 trips to Ukraine and Poland to bring food. They've got, I think, 4,000 tons of food and and winter clothes, lamps, a generator, and they moved from orphanage to orphanage, and they offer support for PTSD with kids and that lost their parents or a parent, and so that's a huge. We just confirm a global grant of $90,000 for Rotary, from Rotary International to support their things. And so Common Men for Ukraine, I've been doing amazing work. So that's the kind of thing you learn when you hang out with the district, and this amazing thing that's happening. Yes? 3 minutes, perfect timing.
What's the December date?
Sorry?
What's the December date?
I believe it's the 18th, Joanna?
Yeah.
18th December. I don't have the location,
I'll
but
put it all in our notes.
Vince and Kristen, you're in charge of getting that, and June 13 and 14 is in Quebec. Get your passport in order, but you won't have problem to cross. I don't know, coming back. That's another story. But in my last 2 minutes, I want to talk to you about, when you meet people and you talk to them about Rotary, find out what their passions are. Because you can clearly say to them that whatever your passion, if you bring your passion to Rotary, it literally can help change the world. So maybe photography, wine, beer, marathon running, motorcycle. I was invited to do a motorcycle, I don't ride a motorcycle, to cross the Sahara with Rotarians. I was able to listen to the Dvorak 8th Symphony in Hamburg, where Rotarians from all around the world practice each at their end of the world and meet and serve like this. Extraordinary. So quilters. I need to talk about quilters because I didn't make a mistake, but I said to one of my club members, I said, well, it's great that did you know there was a quilter friendship fellowship that actually raised money for do good in the world? And when I went to Calgary this year, she kept bringing quilt. Put in my luggage, said, you have to bring that to Calgary. So, okay, give me a break now. My suitcase is like, I need to put clothes in my suitcase too, because she wanted me to bring, so I did bring them, but at some point I had to say, don't get carried away. So make sure that your friends or the people you meet know about, you can do good in the world with your passion, whatever it is. And you can bring it to Rotary, and Rotary is gonna open the world for you. So friendship, fellowship and friendship around the world. Do I have time for one more story? One more story. Okay, as Fiona was saying, I've been traveling a lot and I have the opportunity to go to different Rotary club in the world. It is so much fun to see Rotarians from different country, how they do Rotary. Because, by the way, you don't go to Rotary, you do Rotary. That's a good point to explain to the upcoming Rotarian. You don't go to Rotary, you do Rotary. One word of advice, if you travel and you want to go to a meeting of Rotarian, make sure you get rid of your jet lag first, because they'll be very excited to have you, and they'll sit you. I was in Oslo in Norway, and they're a big club, 50, 60 people, I don't know, very happy to see the Canadian Rotarian, and they were cheering me up, and they sat me right in front of the speaker, and there I am. She's this tall, beautiful blonde. I'm sure she was smart and intelligent, but I didn't hear a word of Norwegian, and I was falling asleep on it. So I was, yeah, that's one word. And one of the words from the Calgary Fondation, not Fondation, Convention, is that there was this Jamaican speaker that all of a sudden was very dynamic and said this phrase, I had to write it down, said, before, go for the handshake before you go for the handbag. Meaning, create the relationship with the person before you drag them into anything you want. So I thought that was a very good words of advice. You all know the name of our president, Rotary International right now?
Yeah, the Italian guy.
Yes, Francesco Arezzo.
Yeah.
So he took the job 3 weeks before he was doing function, so he's a very calm and quiet guy, but I can imagine that he's a little bit like a duck, very calm, but his little leg are going very. And the upcoming president-elect is Ola Inca Arin Babalula. I got it right.
No,
So,
good job.
Rotarian from Nigeria, I had the opportunity to meet him at Zone in Winnipeg, and great man, so humble and friendly. They just call him President Inca, because I think his mother would say to him, "Oh la la, you are such in trouble," and because I'm running out of time. So it's like my joke, by the way, well, thank you very much for your thing.
That was a great presentation. Love your style. Great messages. So for speaking with us in your honor, we donate to the Williston Central School Mentoring Program in your name.
Thank you, thank you.
And the other thing you have to do is, we have a lottery. Yeah. And
I've been sure they pick, I didn't buy any because I won the last time I was in the club. Which was really very nice.
just the last 3 digits.
Yes. 805. 805 once. 805 twice.
Really no way to
Drama, I like it.
I heard you gave one, but.
Did you say 801?
No, 881.
I've got 801. Probably, yeah, there you go.
Okay, we'll have just a couple announcements and then go to happy times, sad finds. So the first announcement is that there's a service opportunity that's coming up for actually either of our clubs. And it is for Feed My Starving Children. It's going to be an event held October 17th and 18th at the Lawton Intermediate School in Essex Junction. Hundreds of community members will fight world hunger through a partnership with a local nonprofit. And they're going to be packing 100,000 meals over 3 shifts. So, yeah, this was something I saw at Pell's when I went down there, and thought maybe we'd bring it to the group. So it's actually coming here, and it gives us a good opportunity to actually just engage.
Dates again, please.
Dates, the date is October 17th and 18th. So it looks like it's over a 2-day period. I think that's a Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday.
Is that Friday, Saturday? Okay.
We're planting bulbs on the 18th, so they have to be here.
Yes, absolutely. Is there any other announcements? All right, I will bring up Chris. Please. So